What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your number one stop destination for anything and everything animation. Welcome to our first special review of SpongeBob Season 4. Have you seen this, Snail? Many people would go so far as to say that this is SpongeBob's best special ever. I wouldn't go that far, but this is still a great special, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not going to go as super in-depth or detailed about it as I usually do with these, because this one's pretty self-explanatory and straightforward, so let's just take a look at it, shall we? So in this episode, SpongeBob acts neglectful to Gary, trying to do the Dirty Bubble Paddle Ball Challenge, forgetting to feed him. So, Gary runs away and finds someone who appears to give him what he wants, but turns out there's more to this old lady than meets the eye. Meanwhile, SpongeBob, racked with guilt, does everything he can to try and find Gary, with the help of Patrick. So, that's pretty much the basic plot, and yeah, it is basic, but it's made a lot better than it sounds on paper by its writing, its gags, and especially its highlights, because there are a lot of great moments in this episode. But I only picked 4 highlights instead of the usual 5 or 6 I think I do for most of these specials, so yeah. So let's get to them, shall we? My first highlight, and this one might be pretty obvious, it is the the moment when they break into Squidward's house to look for Gary, and he does that infamous scream that's now become an absolute meme. Like, it was funny back then, and then the memes only made it funnier. So, yeah, that one's pretty good. Then moment number 2, office products falling for the sky! Patrick is great in this episode. I almost gave him the scented pine cones bit for the highlight, but the more I thought about it, no, it had to be office products, because that's one of the lines I remember most from this episode. And not only that, this is likably oblivious Patrick, not stupid or smart aleck Patrick, so yeah. He's still pretty much his normal personality, just being the lovable buffoon he always is, and giving it a good old college try, even though he doesn't know, well, what he's doing half the time trying to help SpongeBob. So, yeah, there's that. And then highlight number 3, you guys knew it was coming, the song. The song. The first few times anyone's going to listen to that song, it's going to make them cry. Especially if you're one of those people that can relate a lot to this episode and that have lost a pet. Like, if you're a pet owner and you've lost a pet, that's gonna hit you right in the feels. Not to mention the song itself is just absolutely beautiful, with the voice, the vocals, and just that simple but so emotionally powerful instrumentation. Like, it's one of the best SpongeBob songs of all time for a reason. I can't say it's my all-time favorite, but it's at least top 5. Great, great song. And then the last one is the reveal. Minor spoilers. Well, okay, not minor, major, but whatever. It's one scene. Where it looks like everything's still going well, and the old lady, voiced by Amy Poehler, and one of the only times she's not annoying, realizes that Gary needs to go to the bathroom. So, she gives him this stack of flyers to use as a potty. And these flyers are, of course, the ones that SpongeBob's been putting around town trying to find him. And that's when Gary realizes that SpongeBob is sorry for what he did, and he wants him to come home. And he starts to head home, and finds what he thinks is the door exit, but instead he finds a closet with a lot of shells, leading to the reveal that this old lady, in a very dark twist... Sorry, back was a little itchy. In a very, very dark twist, eats snails. Like, she'll take all these snails in, treat them with respect and care, but then overfeed them and then eat them. That's the kind of dark stuff I love about this show. And they're able to do dark stuff like that, but it doesn't come off as forced, cringy, or, just disturbing for the sake of disturbing. Here, it makes sense in context of the story, and it's that kind of dark stuff that SpongeBob really does well. And then the ending, where they reunite, is very sweet. It's just a great episode, man. It's a great special, just not my all-time favorite. What's my all-time favorite? You'll find out soon if the theming of this month didn't already give it away. Final verdict for this special is an 18 out of 20. It is a great special, and it's only held back by the Krusty Krab scenes that I think they could just cut out entirely, because it barely serves any point to the story. Not to mention it's not that funny, so I'm pretty sure you can cut out all the Krusty Krab scenes and you'd still get the same effect. But that's really a minor nitpick. It's still a great special. It's just as great as you've heard, and if you haven't watched it yet, absolutely do. Highly recommended. Just bring a box of tissues with you, because if you're a pet owner, this is going to make you cry. Like, it's such a relatable, dark, but very still entertaining and incredibly relatable special. Not to mention, it feels like a special. It's not one of those overhyped things that calls itself a special and then it's not really a special. We'll get there when we get there. Point is, this special is fantastic, and you guys need to watch it if you haven't already. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, this is far shorter than the other special reviews because this one's a lot more straightforward. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. No Aquatic Neptune reaction today because I just did a massive 2-part 52-minute behemoth earlier this morning. So, yeah, I'm going to skip out on Aquatic Neptune today. But instead, you're going to be getting the end of Spider-Thon. So, I'll see you for the Spider-Man movie tier list. Peace. And then I'll see you tomorrow for... What's tomorrow? Let me grab my score sheet here. See you tomorrow for Good Neighbors and Skill Crane. Peace.